All right, hey everybody, we're live again. Still PQ season here. So I had my second PQ, I guess our local PQ last weekend. I'll tell you a little bit how that went. But yeah, I thought it would be a good time to jump on again, get some reps on the deck, show you guys the deck list once again, talk a little bit about how my PQ went, and help you guys out if you are considering bringing Vynnset to your PQ. We had some issues last time with some weird audio glitches and video glitches, so I'm trying to figure that out. But let me know if there's some similar stuff going on. But anyways, here is the list. This is the list that I was piloting last week. The list that I brought to my PQ. It went fairly well. I got to top 4, so it was a 22-person PQ. Made top 8, and then made it to top 4, knocked out of top 4. I had a bit of a run-in with Katsu. So my matchups were Azalea, win, Katsu, loss, Azalea, win, Katsu, loss. And then my last, it was 5 rounds Swiss. My last round was into a Kasai, which I won. Very, very close game. More or less a race. I didn't do much blocking, but we got there. Top 8, I got paired into my friend Grant, who is very, very good on Kano. There's another video on the channel for our local league that I played Grant on Kano. So you can go back and take a look at that if you're interested. But so I did take that. So made it to top 4. And got knocked out of top 4, unfortunately. My good buddy Seth. Congrats to Seth. He ended up taking down our PQ on Azalea. So ran into a lot of Azaleas on that day. Most of them went my way, but Seth had a very, very strong turn 0. He was able to go first. He was a higher seed, so he chose to go first, of course, going into Vynnset. Yeah, I had a very, very strong turn 0, 11 dominated arrow. I didn't want to give up any equipment, so I started the game on -8. Still managed to chip him away. I think I got him down to 4 or something like that. So it was a very close matchup. Maybe could have gone a different way if I would have gone first, but really, really well played on Seth. Obviously took down the event. If I managed to beat Seth in top 4, I would have had another run-in with a Katsu at the top table. So our top table was Katsu versus Azalea, and Seth on Azalea managed to take it down. So congrats to Seth. He opened a gold foil Ember Blade, which is also on the channel. So go check that short out. Anyways. Here's the deck that I piloted last weekend, if you're curious. Again, same as I sort of explained last week as well. It's the same deck that we were testing on last week. I'll talk through like a couple considerations, a couple, couple people in the chat. Welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Couple considerations I'm thinking about lately, but we're on Bloodied Oval still. I think that 1 damage helps quite a bit, or that 1 extra block helps quite a bit, especially if you're worried about some on hits. Standard loadout. I'm not going to go through the deck in detail. You guys probably know. Here on 5 envelops right now, which feels correct. Funeral Moons. Spellblade Assault has been the most recent tweak of the deck. Actually, last week I might have still been on Dread Triptych. So there's sort of this blue flex slot that I've been playing with. I think I've been looking to round out the deck in terms of attack actions. So I was considering Dread Triptych for a while. I think Spellblade Assault is the right choice, just in terms of consistency, having access to those 2 rune chants. Welcome, everybody, by the way. A few people in chat there. So Spellblade Assault has felt quite good. So this is what I've kind of settled on. What was my third? Oh, Shadow Averser is another consideration. If you do want more blues, there right now we're on 12 blues in the main board. Could be an argument to playing multiple, maybe Spellblade Assault and Shadow Averser. Shadow Averser is nice because you can banish it. But anyways, this is where I'm at. We got the 3rd Read the Runes and Oblivion still in sideboard for in case we run into Guardian. We're now on, so I think I talked about this last time, but we're scaling back the number of attack action or attack reactions, I should say. Not scaling back the amount of attack actions, that's for sure. So we're on 2 Lunging Press now and 1 Red Pummel. For a while, we were testing 3 Lunging Press, 3 Blue Pummel. There's probably a correct number out there, but we don't want to go too overboard on the attack reactions. Trying to focus a little more on consistency. On that note, the one thing I've been thinking about and mulling over lately. Reduced to Rune Chant, I talked a little bit about how I've been sort of like flip-flopping on this card. I think it's really, really good, obviously. Can represent a 0 for 5, make your Rune Chant. But if you get caught out without a Rune Chant, like if you're having a hard time setting up Rune Chants for the next turn and you get caught out with this and you have to pay for it, Tunic can bail you out of that situation, but it essentially turns 2 of your cards into 2 blocks and it makes your Rune Chant. It's not the end of the world, but if you're really, really worried about the Runeblade hands, because those can definitely lose you the game, getting caught out with nothing but non-attack actions, Crown of Providence can bail you out one time. If you're worried about that and you're less worried about Rune Chant generation, then these reduce. There's a strong argument to be made that Sink Below goes back in the deck because it can bail you out, and it doesn't always bail you out either, but I don't know. So this is sort of the internal monologue I've been having about defense reactions. Do we put Sink Below back in the deck? Does it make sense to cut Reduce to a certain degree? Do we cut Sigil instead? I really like Sigil because the 0 cost and it forces interactions from your opponent on their turn. I don't know. In chat, hard agreed, meta blocks so well, attack rate, yeah. Attack reactions feel mid is sort of the comment here. I agree. I think we need to be careful on the amount of attack reactions we have in the deck. That said, we have to be careful. Like, I think with Vynnset, we can take her teeth away too much. Like, we can't lean too much into, like, this is my opinion, by the way. We can't lean too much into the, I'm just going to block out, get like play the math game, right? Like block out and just send one thing per turn. You will get a lot of value doing that. But we do have a large volume of 2 blocks in the deck. So it is hard to like eke out, 4 value per card. So I think the deck does still need teeth. Like we still need to be able to push big numbers. The reason I struggled into Katsu, I'll stop talking in a minute, by the way, and we'll jump on Talishar. But the reason Katsu is tough is it's a race. And it comes down to whether Katsu can go off first or whether we can go off first. So we still need like a high enough ceiling and like damage output potential. So I do like a certain number of attack reactions and like, the go agains and trying to set up these 2 or maybe 3 wide turns, the fabled Vynnset 3 wide turns. So I do think we need to be careful about how much we take out in favor of consistency. Like, I don't know if I would run 9 defense reactions. I guess what I'm trying to say is the deck still needs to be able to output damage because there are certain matchups like Katsu and like other aggro matchups that we just really need to just race, right? and try and get those big turns. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking about lately. Does Sink Below come back in the deck? How bad or good is Reduced to Rune Chant? Anyways, morning, Gary. Thanks for joining us. Reduce sinks in 2 Fate for Scenes. I like that just to build up the wide turns. Yeah. Reduce sinks 2 Fate for Scenes. So 8 defense reactions. I mean, there's a strong argument that we should run more defense reactions. And we can afford, depending on the matchup, we can afford to take a turn off here and there to set up big turns. And then, so your meta is Ram full of heavy hitters decks, KOs, victors. Yeah, fair enough. If you're into a lot of control decks and aggro is not a big issue, then for sure, like being able to block, set up 1 big turn, take a turn off every once in a while, no big deal. If you're into a lot of aggro, like Azaleas, Katsus, things like that, I don't think we can outvalue them over the long term unless things really line up. So yeah, definitely play to your meta. I think that's a good point. 6 total, Sink instead of Sigil. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. So that's where I'm at, like just trying to convince myself, like, which one's best. I mean, Reduce is really good. It's a 0 for 5 that makes you a Rune Chant, basically, if you have the Rune Chant. I just hate getting caught out with it when I don't have that, when it does cost 1. So Anyways, I like that. I am trying to convince myself to put Sync back in the deck because it can bail us out. So anyways, let's jump on Talishar. By the way, I have a new Discord. My buddy helped me get it up and running. Shout out to Carly. They were super, super helpful in terms of getting that up and running because I'm a little Discord illiterate. So Discord is up if you guys want to join, completely free. There will be a couple channel like secret channels, I guess, or like locked channels for channel members, but don't feel obligated at all. Just jump in, join the Discord. The link is in the description of the video. So let's see what we can pair into. If some of you are still testing for your, like, we're out of PQs. We traveled for one the first weekend, and we had our local one this past weekend. So I'm out of PQs, but still doing some testing. We're always testing on Vynnset. And hopefully this could be helpful to those of you who are thinking about bringing Vynnset to this last weekend of PQ. We'll see what we can pair into here. Last week, another live stream. Ooh, Viscerai is doing some stuff right now too. So we're gonna go first. I was just gonna say we ran into a couple really interesting matchups last time. So they're gonna want to build up. I don't know how I feel about running D-Reacts. I mean, D-Reacts could be helpful. They run that crazy dominated thing. My first, I mean, this is like sort of default. Should maybe just go main board, but there are worlds where this is not the case. I don't know how blocky they are. I think we're going to run the reduce. And then do we just run? Let's feels and let's like take notes on the reduce this game. Test reduce. And I think I'm just going to side in my. Do we want to go consistency or do we want to go damage output? I think we want to go damage output. I don't know. This is a weird one. Oh, we can't forget. We need, that would have been bad. We need Arcane Barrier. Okay, let's try that. So, okay, I love Shadow Puppetry, Deathly. I mean, we're going to banish the Deathly either way here. What do we want in Arsenal? I think Shadow Puppetry pairs better than Whale. I don't know if I want to sit on this Pummel. So I think we're going to grasp pitching the Pummel and the Envelop. And then we are going to pass arsenaling. It doesn't really matter. The Puppetry. This is always dice roll. Yeah. Yeah. Right. OTK. Yeah, we'll see. They got the Arcane Lantern up, becoming the Ark Knight. I can't remember. There's that build. Like, this is a really good matchup because I'm not familiar into it. So we'll see how it goes. But Hank, Goblin Reserve, has a very interesting list. Bill and I did some commentating for the League That Means Nothing. If you haven't been following that, it's super, super fun on Go Again Gaming as this channel. Yeah, his list recurs that, I can't remember the name of the card. I'm sure we'll see it here shortly. What is even happening? Create 4 rune chance. Sure. This is okay. So people in the chat are saying we have to erase Ark Knight Ascendancy. That's the one. And they recur it, and then they come in with like that's crazy dominated, and they recur it like 18 times throughout the game. It's crazy. Okay, we might be able to double. Whoa, this is a strong turn, maybe. This could be a very, very strong turn. So Runeblood Barrier, I don't actually know what it does. If your hero would be dealt damage, instead destroy that many rune chants you control, prevent 1 damage. So we might be chopping down some of the rune chants here. But we are also going to go 2 wide Deathly, probably. I mean, definitely. And end on a bunch of chants. This could be a very scary turn. The ceiling on this turn is insane, depending on what we hit on Shadow Puppetry. So we're definitely going to take the damage from Shadow Puppetry. We're going to present the first Whale. Let's go red. And we'll see what Runeblood Barrier does here. So it's for 3 and 7, go again on hit. Look at the top, and if we hit something, this turn goes crazy. Is there potential for us to go 4? No. There might be if we had Tunic up, there might be a 4 wide line here. Really crazy, by the way, but trying to keep up with chat here while figuring out what's going on. Okay, they're gonna reduce. So they're trying to preserve their rune chance, which makes sense. Played OTQ ProQuest the other week. Got clown on the only Riptide player. Yeah, rough. Riptide is Feign Death. Ooh, I know what that feels like. We have a very strong Riptide player in our locals as well, and I've been bamboozled by that card too many times. Okay. So now we will Funeral Moon to make our rune chant. We don't need to pay because we've already paid. I think we go Puppetry again, right? Prevent the whole thing, though. It says 1 of that damage? Prevent 1 damage that source. Okay, that's better. So we don't need to pay because we've already paid. We're going to go Deathly. This turn goes crazy, by the way. Ooh, Ark Knight Shadow is in chat. They will know what is going on. Still destroys, deals damage. Okay. Okay, you guys are figuring it out. I'm just going to focus on the game. Yeah, there is something about the damage prevention here that we're chatting about, but okay. So I think we chopped down a couple of the rune chants from our rune chants. This should hit. So how did it destroy all of it? If your hero would be dealt damage, instead destroy that many rune chants. Oh, I see. We did hit much, but we did chop down all the rune chants, so that's good. We don't want to banish and envelop in darkness. Do we want to play out the Funeral Moon to end on 3 instead of 2? I mean, there's no real point in sitting on this in Arsenal, is there? I think we just play it out. That, if we hit something off the top there, that turn goes absolutely crazy. Okay. So we're still discussing, but yeah, I think by reading the card, that made sense what happened there. I read it incorrectly the first time, but so here we can go widespread. I think I just want to sit on Envelop in Arsenal. The thing about Envelop, especially if we have Tunic up, I like to keep it if I don't need it, if that makes sense. And Widespread Annihilation threatens hand enough. So I think we just banish Widespread, present Widespread. 2 cards either kind of guarantees that we have some banish for the next turn. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? More and more lately, I like to, because we're running a smaller volume of Envelop in Darkness, especially if we're not going to end the turn on rune chants, just shoving it in Arsenal to try and guarantee that our turn goes hard. And with Widespread Annihilation, it's enough of a threat on its own, I think. Oh, the Unpreventable is what you guys are discussing. 1 Unpreventable Arcane will only destroy 1 rune chant with the Runeblood Barrier down. I see. Because then it tries saying there. That's interesting. So yeah, I'll have to review that later. I can't really think about it right now. So they're full blocking that. They're gonna have to get a card from hand still. I kind of wish we could ping ourselves here, because we wouldn't mind banishing one of these. Envelop would have allowed us to do that. I wonder if that was a better line, like Tunic Envelop. I don't know. I like keeping the Envelop though. Oh, punished-ish. Because now we might have to use Tunic Resource for reduce. I don't know what's going on. They quit on us. That's kind of disappointing. Okay, let's read what's going on. So 1 Preventable Arcane will only destroy 1 rune chant with Runeblood Barrier down. Yeah, that's correct. Barry only sees 1 point of damage being dealt. Okay, so it doesn't try to continually prevent the same rune chant or whatever, which is good. A little bit disappointing that they bailed on us because that was an interesting matchup. We were figuring some stuff out. What would you guys have done there, I wonder, on the envelop? Like, do we favor holding it back? Yeah, GG-ish. Oh, this is going to be a tough one, Victor. Like, do we hold the envelop back to guarantee strong turn next turn, or do we try and just play it out to, like, not IP ourselves? And that, like, playing the envelop out on Annihilation would have allowed us to fill Banish, which still allows setup. I don't know. Finish my thought. We're risking not having the rune, I think. So I want all of our damage. About Victor is how much, like, we're gonna play the Reed and the Oblivion. We're happy to go over 60. What I never know about Guardian is how many defense reactions do we put in, if any. Like, do we just try and push damage? Because if we keep them blocking, like if they're on the, I don't know. I feel like maybe we don't run any defense reactions. You would have played it not to IP yourself, yeah. I think that's fair. Especially we drew into the reduced rune chant. I'm gonna get greedy and just not play any defense reactions. We're gonna see how it goes. Could be entirely wrong. Let's banish widespread ruin. Let's pitch to grasp. We can bottom the Oblivion. Let's arsenal the pummel? Question mark. Reduce, skip sigil, pretend that you're Viscera and stack them. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. We could have put the reduces in. Threatening our pummel. Do we care? I mean, we have too many banished targets and no go again enablers, so we're happy just blocking this out, I think. Yes. They are gonna have arsenal that we can threaten. I think we just give these two and we're kind of happy with that. That is fine. I think our next turn is just destruction pummel. Destruction threatening pummel, which is going to bamboozle them hard, potentially. Yeah, okay. Yeah, lately the two PQs I've been to, I don't know what your experience has been, if you've been to a PQ yet. No Guardians, really. So they're on no AB. That's a mistake. So okay, and they're not gonna do anything about this. I think we still pummel them because they're trying to hold cards back to really hit us hard. There's no way they have like 3 defense reactions, so they get to keep they got value from their arsenal, but they're gonna have to discard a card. And they took some damage, and we're still at 39. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. Mauve Skies. So Crush, first attack gains -2. That's not the end of the world. Okay, what does our turn look like? Deathly. Or do we banish Mauve? No. Banish Mauve, Deathly. I wish we could go Deathly Spellblade Assault. If we banish Deathly and we go Mauve Spellblade Assault, Widespread Ruin. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Banish Deathly, Mauve Spellblade Assault, Widespread Ruin. I think that's the line. Spellblade Assault would come in for 0, which is pretty funny. But I don't think we care. Because we would have to block 5 and no. So we're just going to take this. Yeah, I don't think AB0 is correct. um, I mean, yeah, you never know what you're getting on Talishar, right? And this is one thing about playing Vynnset, though, is you can really catch people off guard if they're not familiar with the matchup, which often people are not. So we're gonna go Mauve. We're gonna go Spellblade Assault, which will present 0, I believe. Yep, 0 go again, but we make our 2 rune chance, which is what we wanted. And then we Widespread Ruin. And we're gonna sit on this Deathly Wail for later, which is great. We need some rune chant gen, though. So we're going to clash, and we're going to clash. Cool. What are we going to get off the top? That's not what we want, especially not against that. Sure. Okay, they're going to make a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you get that too. So they get a bunch of stuff. I wonder if they're just trying to go like aggro. I don't understand the reason to not go AB. Unless they're just trying to go super aggro. Do we follow it up with Flail? I think we kind of do, because we could. I think we follow up with Flail. Wait. Oh, we already used up the Mauve. What am I talking about? We went Spellblade Assault first. I thought we still had an action point there for Mauve, but Mauve, I'm just crazy. It's fine. So we get Funeral Moon as a banished target. We don't have an attack reaction, so there's no like bamboozle. Creepers Reed would be cool here if we had an attack action to block with. That's not going to be the case. So we're going to banish. We have, yeah, I think this is just going to be a setup turn. This is 10 overpower. That's it. It's just a vanilla 10 overpower. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's still kind of scary. I think we have a good setup turn. Like we can make a bunch of rune chants. Because banish, even with the banish and the envelop, we're only at 2 rune chants. This could just be a big setup turn, which is kind of fine. But do we want to take 10 damage? Like we're gonna banish. We're gonna play this. So, and I'd love to sit on envelop in Arsenal, but that might be greedy. Overpower. I mean, we can only give 1 card anyways. You can play out your whale if you want to, since they're going to hit you. Not a 2-way turn. It's probably not worth it though. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are right. Because we could play out Funeral Moon here, and play envelop. Yeah. Either way, we're just gonna take damage. I don't want to give them equipment quite yet. I think setup might just be better here, though, eh? 3 locals on Prism. Yeah, nice. Good luck. Yeah, you have a good shot then. I think we do just want to set up here. This could bite us, but yeah. So we're gonna banish the Funeral Moon. We are going to play out the Reed. And we are going to Arsenal the envelop. Okay, so we have a go again enabler, which is great. We're going to be able to go pretty hard here. Do we want to go too deathly? Ooh. Whoa, there's a 3 wide turn. Maybe there's a line here. Can't gain. That's kind of not great. I could give them a bunch of equipment and still prevent the crush. Okay, so banish. Let's say we banish Deathly. If we banish Deathly Wail. No, do we want to envelop first to guarantee the thing? Envelop, Deathly Wail, Creepers in the Mauve. Creep in the Mauve. Break Chain, Deathly, Ooh, it's pretty good. No, we can only go 2 wide, unfortunately. I don't know if we have enough resources. Maybe there is enough resources. No, the issue. I don't actually see the line quite yet, but I think we're just gonna block out and try and do something crazy. I don't know if we need the envelop. I don't know. We're experimenting. So let's see what we can put together here. Sometimes I don't have like the clearest idea of what the line might be, but I think either way, we're going to banish one of the. I think we'll banish the widespread ruin. And then I think we go envelop deathly. I wish we had oblivion now. Envelop deathly. Creepers in mauve. Break chain. Widespread. I think we have the full line. Okay, let's try. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. So creepers in envelop, just so we can guarantee the 2 rune chance in case they decide to go crazy. Deathly. Creepers in mauve. Yes. Okay. I think it's all here. And we might actually still end on a rune chant. This turn goes crazy. Okay. I wasn't playing around Pummel. I will note that. So we could have got hard punished there. Okay, they're giving us a bunch of equipment, so they really want their hand, apparently. Sure. They're gonna crown, so they're not quite gonna give us as much equipment as we wanted. So we don't have a reaction. We don't need to react with creepers. So now we creepers. Pitching the blue. Sure. Creepers in the mauve. Break the chain. Make 2 rune chants. Come in with widespread, and we can still follow it up with Deathly Delight. Yep, this is a crazy... And we'll end on a rune chant. This turn goes crazy. Okay, are you... And you're still not going to give us any cards from hand. Wow. Okay. This is a very aggro victor for sure. So we won't get rune chance on hit, but that's fine. We're still going to be able to... Oh, we get a quicken. We could go Deathly Flail. This is crazy. Have we ever gone 4 wide? This is our 3rd link, so they will let this hit. And we still have an action point. Do we present Flail? They would have to give us a card from hand. I think we present Flail. We're going to gain 2 life anyways. Let's go Flail. I don't know what just happened. I think I blacked out. That line was crazy, though. Oh, they still have Aegis. Okay. That's fine. Give us your equipment. Wait. I gotta play. It's instant. I guess I probably still had a window, but we're still gonna play this out because we want to end on a rune chant. We banished Spellblade Assault, so nothing off top. Wait, did we go back to whatever? I think we undid to prior to the flail. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I think we undid. I thought we would just undo to be able to. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Okay, 5 go again, and they still have 3 cards in hand. So we're gonna follow this up with something crazy, probably. Our turn is. A little sticky. Like, I really want to go. Like, we're gonna be 1 rune chant shy from cheating out the whale. So I wonder if we banish Mauve, Shadow Puppetry Whale. That would require us to keep the whole hand, though. Either way, let this hit and see what they followed up with. This Victor is pretty crazy. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Banish Mob, hardcast whale. Yeah, into flail. And by hardcasting whale, we're also like it could be insane depending on what we hit off the top if they let it hit. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the line I see too. The issue is now, I mean, Creepers probably did its job, so realistically, it is just our. So do we just give? Do we give? We give 3. We take 7 to 5, and we still have a scary turn, and they're gonna have to start respecting what we're doing. Yeah, I'm thinking armor too. I don't think any of this. I think we're done with creepers. The time is over. I think we might be done with tunic. Like we're entering endgame here. And we need to keep pressure on. So I think we just give all the armor. Another 2 block from hand is not worth giving up like a pretty strong turn for. So we're going to take 7. They don't have any floats. We're not threatening pummel. 7 down to 5. This is a very aggressive Victor, which is interesting. I'm used to just playing the long game against Victor. So maybe the D-reacts were the correct choice after all. So yeah, we banish Mauve. We puppetry. We take. We always take, right? Yeah. Even we're at 5. 4 is fine. 3 is when I start to sweat. We want to stay above 3 life if possible. They're going to block us out, which is unfortunate because I would really like to see what's on top. How do they have... Oh, the draw. They have so many cards. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about this. Not looking great. If we flail, they're just going to give us Aegis again because we did or Civic Steps. So we're not going to flail. We're going to end on 2. We're going to hope they don't pummel us into the ground, which no AB. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting they have no AB. So we can just hold back. Oh, that's going to be a strong turn from them, though. We can just hold back Whale and still present Whale. I don't know if we care to keep anything else. I don't think we're going to be able to keep anything else. I'll rephrase that. We'll see. Okay, for a second I thought that's all they had. Nope, GG's. Wow, that was some insane pressure from that Victor. Yeah, no AB is interesting. Means we don't need to pay life. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Good game. Good game. Good game. So yeah, we probably misplayed a little bit. Just because, yeah, that was a very strange matchup. I've never played like super aggro Victor like that. And thinking about what it means that they're not running AB. Aggro Victor with all his armor is rough. Yeah. But I mean, if we knew what we were getting into there, I mean, that's a very, very good learning experience because I'm not used to Victor outputting that much damage. Go again. Oh, I see. I see. So Victor's changing their game plan now with Prism in the meta. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not a big deal, the flail. I mean, they were going to present Aegis anyways, and we just forgot about that. I was worried that the Funeral Moon would tick down there because we had entered into the end step. So I think I got time for one more game. Everybody. We've gotten some good pairings. Unfortunate the Viscera didn't allow us to kind of play that whole game out. That Victor was, I gotta rethink the Victor. I didn't realize that again, like lately at our PQs, like hasn't been a large volume of Guardians. I don't know if it's just like the few PQs we've been to. I don't think there was a single Guardian at either of the PQs. There are two. Somehow we had 22 players at both. So we traveled to Fargo for the first one. 22 players. Ooh, Dory. Dory's always a tough one for us. 22 player PQs, and I don't think there was a single Guardian. So here we're going to take it a bit slower. We're going to put in our D-reacts. This is probably hatchets, right? Maybe just that? Do we want to go consistency? I've only played hatchets a handful of times. I think we're good with the D reacts. I think we're good like this. Let's try that. So all of our D reacts and some aggro output, the mobs and the revels. Not a great turn 0. Not the end of the world, but what do we want to sit on in Arsenal is the question. The puppetry or the envelop? Maybe the envelop, just in case. So we'll banish the mauve, I guess. We will grasp pitching. I think I want the envelop, just in case. No, maybe I want the shadow puppetry. And then we're just gonna sit on this and hope we draw into a anything. Anything would be great. Okay, so we start the game not seeing a single attack action, 8 cards. That's not great. Whoa! Wow, thanks so much for the gifted memberships. That's crazy. That's super, super awesome. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate that. That's crazy. We just got memberships up, by the way. So yeah, that's really amazing of you. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. And I'm sure big shout out. Yeah, there you go, Mongoose. Thanks to Nicholas. That's crazy. Very, very nice. Okay, so Dawnblade. Well, we're just gonna reduce, right? We don't want this to hit. Do we overblock? Because our hand is trash. I wouldn't mind throwing the readout though. So we need to keep 2. We could block 3 over. Oh, it's Dawnblade Dory. I got distracted by the amazing, very generous gifting by Nicholas. Okay. We're going to set up on our turn. And I'm going to try and do some overblocking. So if we block 8 over, or 3 over, because I just want to try and shut their turn down so that we can just set up. Oh, this has go again already. So they're just going to present Dawnblade. Or no, they can't present Dawnblade again. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're recalibrating. It's on Dawnblade. We know what to do, I think. We barely know what we're doing against Dory. Setup. We got 7 rune chance. Me too. I hate this matchup so much. It's just so bamboozling. It just feels like it doesn't matter what you do into Dory. Right, so we're still sitting on the shadow puppetry. So we're gonna banish widespread ruin. Like play out one of the mobs. Like this hand is not great. 5. If we block 5, we force them to have. I think we're happy to block 5 here. We're not going to overblock this one. Just force them to have a reaction. Get the reaction out. Yeah. Oh, route. So again, see, it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter what we block with. Oh, man. We have too many 2 blocks. Yeah, for sure. Oh, AB0. Good call. I wouldn't have. So we play the long game here. So these 7 rune chants are more valuable. They gave us our bounding back, which is fine. What did they just... Did they also just play Steelblade Supreme? What is happening right now? I'm so confused. So they routed. So this goes to 8. Where would this buffed with at the beginning? I didn't realize that. So they got to draw? Yeah. We are distracted today. Okay. Okay, so another Dawnblade for 6. Do we prevent the counter? If it hits, they draw a card. So we definitely prevent the counter. So we go 3, 5, 6. Yeah, I like that. Prevent the counter, prevent the draw. That wasn't the end of the world. And again, it wouldn't have mattered. With a route, it doesn't matter what you're blocking with. We're at 8 rune chance, so they're going to go to 32 no matter what. I think we continue to sit on the shadow puppetry. Because here it doesn't really... Do we play the shadow puppetry out? If we play the shadow puppetry out, there's a chance that if they let it hit, we'll hit something and we'll be able to float something and banish. Like, I think so too. Like, I tend to value keeping the puppetry for a whale. I think so too. I don't think it gives us enough here. Yeah, so I agree. So we're just going to pass a bunch. They're going to go to 32. They have another 6 to contend with. Like, we're happy playing a bit of a long game here just because they don't have any AB. And that should have been our plan against Victor, but we sideboarded incorrectly because we did not think they would be on an aggro plan. Yeah, I think that's the call. Sit on shadow puppetry. It could, like, I don't know. Hopefully we see. Okay. So this is my thing about reduce. Reduce feels very bad right now. Like, the only reason it's like fine is that we have tunic up, but now we don't have tunic for envelop. So like banish widespread, we get the rune chant off of reduce, then we have to pitch the revel to play envelop. Like, that feels really bad. And then they're doing shenanigans that we're ignoring. So next Dawnblade gets go again. Every time it hits, put a 1+1 counter on it. So we're going to reduce. So we have to plan to overblock. So, man, this is not good. So we have to assume that they have at least 1+3, let's say. So do we want to block 6 here? The shadow puppetry is no longer good. So I think we crown grasp, sinking the puppetry, and then we have the reduce. Or just crown sinking. Do we want to block 4 over or 3 over? I think we just crown. Yeah, we can't get... Okay, if they have two attack reactions, I mean, good for them. So we're going to sink shadow puppetry because it's no longer useful for us. That's a little bit better. We're going to tunic. Yeah, they're not going to react quite yet because this does hit unless we react. Now we react. Unfortunately, we had to pay for it, which is why I'm on the fence about reduce lately. Yeah. Well, I mean, this still does, right? +4. No, they're just overblocking 3. Oh, I think, yeah, I don't know. So you're saying, like, we just block it exactsies, force them to have it. But by blocking 3 over, I think they, I don't know. By blocking 3 over, I think we guaranteed that it didn't hit. So here, I think the destruction, right? Yeah, of course. So destruction, we play envelop with the wraith. So the crown essentially allowed us to keep revel. I don't think we care to pay here. They don't have AB, so I have to keep reminding myself of that. They don't have AB, so we don't have to pay. So we're going to go 3 and 9. Yeah, there could have been a different line there. I think I'm pretty happy with how that shook out. Don't know if we needed to overblock, but with Dory, I just feel like we always do. Like, if you're going to block the first attack, you might as well overblock. Yeah. I'm feeling the same thing. Reduce feels mid. So we're blocking a bunch. No matter what, they're going to lose their arsenal, which puts us in a good position here. I think we're doing quite well. They changed their mind, I guess. Yeah, no problem. Is there no problem? No problem. So 9, they're just going to take it. I think they probably didn't realize that they were going to lose their arsenal there. They just want to play this slightly differently, which is fine. Preventing 2, making agility. That's fine. They're going to have a 3-card hand next turn, so it's not the end of the world. So we move to end. They lose Blade Flurry, which we love. And then, okay, thank you. Okay, I feel justified. Psychiatrox swapped the Revel or the reduces for Sync. See, here again, reduce with no rune chance. I think you may have, like, I was humming and hawing. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but I was humming and hawing about reduce versus sync. I think sync is just more consistent. Because here, like, this is the worst. Because, like, we have to basically give up everything. Like, 4. Okay, so we're going to go grasp, give one of the whales, and then we have to pitch to reduce. It turns 2 of our cards into block 2s, and it makes us a rune chant. We'll still be able to follow it up with a Deathly Delight. It's not the end of the world, but that just feels really bad. Like, I'm getting colder and colder on reduce. It hasn't been, or maybe one time it's been great, and the rest of the time it's just been very meh. So we still get to present Deathly Delight, which is good. So right now, if we were on 1 react, it'd be sync for sure. Yep. If you're more aggro, you don't want to have to think about reduce cost. True. Yeah. I agree. So I still think 6 D reacts is good. So I'm thinking, which I talked about at the beginning. I'm thinking sigils and syncs. I don't think it's reduce and sync. I think it's sigil and sync. I'm pulling reduce after this stream. It feels amazing when you get it for free, enables next turn. Yeah, exactly. It does, like, the ceiling on it is so high, but we're sacrificing consistency. Like, it's supposed to be a consistency piece, right? Because it's facilitating your next turn, but it ends up hurting us, I think. So 5, Naked Dawnblade, they need to have a go again. Our turn is just going to be set up, I think. We want to sit on this. We do really want to banish this destruction. We're not going to have 3 rune chants. I think our turn is set up. So banish. Do we just give them 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially, 8. So we block 3 over. Then we just banish Widespread and call it a day. Because Widespread Envelop off of Tunic is not enough. We're still 1 rune chant shy. So I think we just give these. We sigil, which is enough to cover 3 over this. If they have twinning, though. Or whatever the other one is, Glint. Let's see what they have as a reaction. Is it on hit refraction then? Ooh, I don't know what's correct here. Do we react, or do we let them break refraction bolters? I'm going to react. I think just preventing the first is good. We're still at 35. Like, we're playing this very conservatively. We can take a turn off here. No AB Dory. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we're happy just playing the long game, I think. So we're playing a bit safe. We're overblocking 3 over again here. But I think, yeah, okay, they do have the glint. So they're just, and they have an Iron Song Determination. Okay. I think that was ours in the long run anyways. We were still so healthy. Yeah. Oh, that wouldn't have hit. So it didn't matter if they glinted. Yeah. Yep. Okay, what time is it? We have time for one more. Why not? How long have we been streaming for? Almost an hour. Okay, one more quick one. One more quick one. Let's see what we can get paired into. Okay, so let's see. Oh, nice. Vynnset mirror. This is the best way to end the stream. Big fudge. Good luck. Have fun. Big fudge. Grim. Screw reduce. I'm over it. I don't know. I think we just want to try and outvalue them. They get to go. I go first. Oh yeah, did I choose that? Probably. I think we just want to aggro. Hey Mara, thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Let's submit this. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so the stream will be up, by the way. Like, it'll be posted if you want to go back. We had some really interesting matchups. We're learning a lot. I love this deck so much, as most of you already know. So we love to see read the runes on turn 0. This is just a big time setup turn, I think. So banish, widespread ruin, play, read, sit on the mauve. I think that's pretty good. We don't get to pitch to grass, which we love to do on turn 0, but that's fine. Arsenal this. Okay. So now we're on. Okay, great. So we get to banish. Oh, they're gonna read as well. I forget. I'm just like fixated on what we're gonna be doing. I forget that we're sitting across from another Vynnset, which is amazing. I love that so much. Okay. So we're on 4 rune chants. So I think we. Oh. Yeah. Because we could hard cast the whale. So if we banish bounding, we go mauve. If we banish the bounding, is there a 3? There's no 3 wide. What do we have in? Do we have something? What do we have in Arsenal? I forget already. We have mauve in Arsenal. We can go 3 wide. Bounding, mauve, deathly, mauve, bounding. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, banish bounding. We're gonna hold the back. So we're gonna go mauve, deathly. Yeah, sure. Mauve, deathly. Right? I don't know. My brain is shutting down. Yeah, Vynnset is an interesting deck. So much fun. Oh. He just saw that we're streaming. Okay. That's funny. Okay. I'm trying not to look at chat because I want to come to the line myself. But I wonder what you guys were saying. I don't know. Like, this is a complex line for sure. So Mauve Deathly presents a breakpoint that they need to deal with. And then we're still hopefully sneakily, we're sitting on the red Mauve. Then red Mauve widespread. Yeah, it doesn't really, well, no, because then the Mauve has to hit. Yeah, I may have done this. I'm wondering if there's a better sequence here that I didn't see. This still requires cards, though. I think this is correct. They're going to have to give us more equipment to make the bounding not hit. I wonder if I missed something with this line. I'm going to have to look back. It's definitely challenging, like, trying to keep up with chat while doing this. So we're not going to have the rune chance for, so we have to go Mauve Bounding. They're going to cover it up, of course. We still get to follow it up with Flail and end on 2 rune chants. No, the rune chants are going to pop now. Mauve Bounding. This is 4 go again on hit 3 rune chants. They're definitely going to cover it up. Yeah, I may have missequenced that. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better, because we didn't have a Creepers line there. Let's see. What did you guys say? Okay. Red Mauve. So Ruin Bounding Whale. Ruin first. Bounding Whale. Well, but the bounding needs to hit for Whale to go, right? So here we go. This is pretty good. Here we go, Whale, or Delight, sorry. Delight, Envelop, using Tunic Resource, Mauve. Yeah, so we're going to use Tunic Resource for Envelop. I'm going to have to re-watch there to see if there was like a different line that I could have gone. Pitching Annihilate. Whale from hand. Yeah. Oh, true. I played Whale from hand. Yeah, you're right. There was a line there that would guarantee. Yeah, I messed that up. That's okay. So we're gonna pay the life here. Yeah, you're right. Mauve, widespread Mauve Bounding Whale from hand. Yeah, and then we end on 2. That was way better. Yeah, I really messed up there. That's fine. That's fine. It happens. Mauve. Let's go Mauve Ruin. Present 6 instead of 5. Yeah, Whale from hand. Yeah, true. Yeah, we still have Ruin for later. We're not going to be able to go too wide here, because even if this hits, we won't be able to make the second rune chant for Delight, but we get to sit on this puppetry, which is good. It would be cool if they let us make a rune chant. They're doing some building on their turn, so they're on 4 rune chants. Yeah, Vynnset does have a very, very high ceiling for sure. Yeah, I like that too. I like the setup that we're doing, and we're still keeping pressure on, so we're not in a bad place for sure. I did misplay that line though, for sure. There was a better sequence for that 3 wide turn. That is okay. I love that we're playing a mirror match right now. It's so fun. Yeah, Cloud, I'm going to pretend that I didn't read that, but no, you're absolutely right. The ceiling is very high, so they do let us make a rune chant, which we're really happy about. I don't think we care to swing Flail. I mean, it does force a card from hand. They're setting up something crazy, I'm sure. They only have Funeral Moon and Banish, though. I don't think we care to swing Flail. I think I want the Rune Chant guarantee here. So they will banish. Right, so we're kind of helping them out. And now we are filling our banish as well. Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to Arsenal. So now we gave them some banish fodder, which may bite us a little bit. But yeah, ceiling on Vinny is very high. Floor, unfortunately, can be quite low. I can't. Was it last game? I don't remember. One game we drew into 8 non-attack actions. Not the greatest thing. Yeah, the mirror is really interesting to think about. I don't practice the mirror very often, so knowing like when we're actually benefiting them as well on the banish. Okay, so this is 5 and 6 go again on hit 3 rune chants. On our turn, we have 1 rune chant. We have an envelop, but we don't have tunic up, so we'll have to pitch for envelop. We have 2 in banish. We have whale. So banish whale, play envelop, shadow puppetry, whale. We need to, so obviously we're going to take the rune chance. That's a no-brainer. They have AB and they have tunic up. So we have to kind of assume sigil's blocking for 3 here because we really can't afford this to hit. So we have to give them, I really miss, well, we're not at lower health, but oval would be nice here because we have to give sigil, we have to give 2 pieces of equipment, I think. Because our turn is too good. Our next turn is too good to give up any of these cards. So we're happy to give sigil. We'll have to force them to, like, we have to, unfortunately. This is where sigil can be meh. Do we give crown or do we, I can't give creepers now. I can't give tunic. Oh, I don't like giving crown right now, but I think this is where we're at. Okay, we're not going to sink anything because we're quite happy where we're at. And then we're going to react with the sigil. Now they can pay for the arcane or not. We can't. Yeah. And they don't care if it hits, I don't think. They're going to pitch for it. Interesting. Okay, I got scared there for a second. Maybe they were going to pummel us. So they're going to revel into Wraith. So this was a very strong turn for them too. We're going to take all the rune chants. And I think we're just going to take the 6 as well. We're just beating each other up at this point. But we are going to have a very, very strong turn. We're going to threaten their arsenal, which I have to assume they're going to have. So we're going to go to 19. That's true. Art of War. I don't know about Art of War and Vynnset, honestly. But cover, like, yeah, it protects us against lunging. It doesn't protect us against pummel. They had 2 float, but yeah, Art of War lunging press. So envelop in darkness. I really wish we had tunic. That's okay. We're threatening pummel, but not really because we're going to show them what's in our arsenal. Yes, we pay. Well, we have 2 opportunities to pay. We're not going to pay the second one. They're going to Funeral Moon. They could have Funeral Moon at the end of their turn. I think that might have been better. They may have just forgotten. We're going to Shadow Puppetry. We're not going to pay. And we don't actually, for once, care to hit anything off the top. Because we're going to go Deathly. Yeah, we can't follow it up with Destruction. So we are not threatening their arsenal. I said we were threatening their arsenal. That is not true. Actually, I think Talishar is still bugged. Because I think you can grasp, but technically you're supposed to chain first. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to do it because technically it would be cheating. Pretty impressed with Art of War on Vynnset. Fair, honestly, I've tested a little bit about it, or tested a little bit with it, Mara. The flexibility is nice. The go again is nice. Being able to banish is nice. So I might be sleeping on it. Okay, so they're gonna let this hit. We don't really care what we hit off the top. Mob Sky's off the top. We're gonna keep it there. We're gonna break the chain and we're gonna follow it up with the ruin. Or no, the delight, sorry. So we will gain 2 life, which is nice. I don't know why I thought we were gonna have. Oh, so the bug. I'm pretty sure if you don't break the chain and you activate Grasp with no rune chants floating because you haven't broken the chain, it would have made us a 3rd rune chant, but that's cheating. So we're not going to do that unless they fix that bug, but that was the case before. So be aware of that. Because technically you're supposed to break the chain first and then activate Grasp, and then Grasp obviously costs 4 instead of 2. So Wow. Yeah, we're just throwing haymakers here. So we get to gain 2 back to 20. They're at 11. They're on a rune chant. They kept a 4-card hand, which is kind of terrifying. Oh, they get to set up. Okay. So it's a bit of a setup turn for them. Not the end of the world. They're going to envelop. Ooh, envelop for envelop. So it's going to be 3 and 9. No, 3 and 8. Big numbers. First is unpreventable. We take it. All right, what do we have? We have Bounding Mauve, which is nice, but we don't have resources to follow it up with anything significant. We're just going to take the rune chance, right? Yeah, because we're not pitching reds for the rune chance. So 8. I think our turn is, I think we're just going to give them the widespread and the whale, because our turn is just banish mauve, or banish bounding, mauve bounding, threatening the on hit. I'll have to catch up with chat. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, by the way. I'll have to catch up with chat in a bit here. I'm just like, Vynnset sort of breaks your brain, so it's hard to concentrate on the lines as well. Okay, so we're gonna block like this. It doesn't matter if it hits. Yeah, and we still have a turn. We'll take 2 to 14. They're gonna make 2 rune chants. They'll have a third here at the beginning of their next turn, so they'll be at 4 rune chants. We're gonna banish bounding. We're gonna go mauve bounding. I do like bounding quite a bit. So this 4 go again, threatening 2 mauves on hit. Realizing you play defensively. Yeah, I do like Art of War. I didn't read the whole comment, by the way, Mara, but I do like Art of War on opponent's turn. I think it does feel quite good. I did come to that conclusion as well. So they're making more rune chants. They're in a good position here. Yeah, that was a well-timed. So the reduce works on their side. It doesn't work on our side. So maybe we're doing something wrong. Okay, we're just going to, if we present flail, I think we present flail. Because it's going to force them to either give us equipment that they don't want to give us, or a card from hand, or a rune chant. And in all situations, it's good for us, I think. So I like flail here. Yeah. Okay, I'll catch up with chat later. This is hard to do. Let's see. Art of War. Okay, we're discussing Art of War here. Holding on, poor experience. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to test Art of War again, honestly. I don't know where I sit on it. I had it in the deck for a while, and I don't know. I can't, obviously, I took it out. So I came to the conclusion that it was awkward more than not, but it does have some use cases. So we're okay. Oh, not annihilation. I was gonna say there's a line. Okay, if we take 5 and oh my god, why am I considering this? We can't go to 1. We can't go to 1 against Vynnset. We also don't have resources to pitch. So banish from, ooh. Oh, we can have our cake and eat it too. Either way, we're taking all the rune chants. Then we're blocking 3 of the 6, maybe giving equipment. No, we can't give all the equipment. Okay, so we take all the rune chants. Yeah. Because we're going to banish from hand. We'll banish the Funeral Moon. We'll just play it. So we actually don't mind the banish here. The question is, I mean, it's a mauve, guys. So obvious. I can't give Tunic, though. Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem. No, there's still a line. There's still a line. This is actually quite good. No, there's not a line. I lied. Oh no, we're one resource short because we need. They have. Oh no, we're fine because they don't have any floating resources. I thought they had a floating resource, so we can give grasp and creepers plus sigil. Banish funeral moon. Play it before end of turn. Yeah, this is. There's still a line here. Wow, we really just squeaked out of this one because this will full block. I thought they had a resource float so that they could take care of the arcane, but they have to take the arcanes for full blocking this, preventing the mob on hit. Pass. We have to play one of the funeral moons before end of turn. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, this was the trigger. I thought they were coming in with a second annihilation. I almost lost my mind there. I was like, what is happening? So we banished the funeral moon. They're following it up with a flail. So banish, envelop. Yeah, okay. So let's whatever. We'll play the funeral moon out now. We're not going to pay the life. This is this broke my brain a little bit. We have to take this. Yes, we have to take this. This is a close game. This is really interesting. So we pass. We banish the funeral moon. We tunic. We envelop. We pay. Wait. I thought no. Okay, we don't even need to play the so I don't know if we have to pay. We don't have to pay. Because we had one rune chant. This made us a second one by banish. This will make us a third. So we don't actually have to pay here. So yeah. For some reason, I thought we had to play out the funeral moon. So we don't have to pay. Nice, because they have this little puppy here, which puts them a little bit ahead. But we're going to be threatening quite a bit here. The Arsenal Destruction is not relevant, but this is still 3 and 8, which is pretty good. I'm sorry I can't keep up with chat. It's just like this is taking all of my brain power to find these lines. This is a very, very close game. I'm not on Rainbow Envelop, Kytrox. I went through the list quickly. I think there's a link to the list in the description as well. But if not, I'll be sure to reply to you later. Or you can even just if you go on. Sorry, just trying to figure out. So are they're going to react? Yeah, reduce. Cool. 7, take 1. If you go on Fabrary, if you just look up Vynnset lists with videos attached to them or whatever, filter with videos, I'll show you in a minute. But I'm not on Rainbow Envelop. On 5 envelopes, 3 reds, 2 yellows. We cut the blues recently, trying to sort of reduce the number of blues in the list for more damage output. Done. So yeah, we're gonna end the turn on a rune chant, and we're gonna pass. Yeah, so we'll see. They're still gonna be able to, like this guy at late game is so good. We're on 4 rune chants, so we get a blue at least. We'll see. So it's just Shadow Deathly. That's so good. So 4 and 6. Did they take the life? I think they did. We'll find out in a second. They did. So we have to take this one. Do we take 3 to 2 or do we block? What is our turn? Is probably just we can't do the same. That would be amazing if we could. We're just going to be banishing the Wraith. So we're just on life preservation at this point, I think. Wraith present Wraith is still nothing to scoff at. So I think we give up Whale here. Arc AB for the first time. Is it worth running Grimoire? Yeah, we're on life preservation right now. Keep them low and stay a bit above. It's fine. The on hit does scare me. If they hit a 2-cost Runegate card, it's GG's. So I think we have to block it. Tunic is not going to do anything else here. They're going to have Tunic Resource up next turn. Wait, I misblocked. Oopsies. Sorry. I gave them Wraith instead of Whale, and that's not good for us. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So they're going to make their 2 Rune Chants. Yeah, we're just going to... I mean, this is still requires 3 cards from them, but they're still going to be able to come in with their own thing. I actually do feel like we're on the back foot, even if we have a life lead here. Yeah, this is really interesting. So they're going to prevent the Arcane, obviously. They're at 2, so I have to respect that now. Let's see what else. They just need to keep 1 RuneGate card. They would have kept this if this was their only one, so they obviously have a second one. Excuse me. Any RuneGate card would do, because they're going to start their turn off on 4 Rune Chants. I'm stoked to hear that you're considering Vynnset, Mara, though. I'm really interested to see what you come up with. But I think, as I was saying before, if you're interested in this list, it should be in the description. If it's not, if you go on Fabrary here while we're waiting here, if you just go on Fabrary, public decks, if you go filter, no, the ones with YouTube videos associated with them, and if you like look up Vynnset, my list should pop up here somewhere. Yeah, so Zenstate RTN Prep is a bit of an older one. I have a lot of my, if you want to look through like the evolution of the deck, there are a bunch of my decks up there. I'll make sure I link the most recent one though as well. It should be on one of my most recent videos though. Okay, so they're full blocking, keeping 1 RuneGate card, which makes a lot of sense. They're going to follow up with something scary. Yeah, Blue Deathly is not the end of the world, and we did draw some resources, which is nice. Is there... I think their incant is exhausted, right? And there's no world. Ooh, Sigil is nice here. We're going to force them to 1. I think, honestly, we just... If we block... Okay, if we prevent all of the Arcane, I think we take 1 Arcane no matter what. We can banish a Whale. Block 4. Keep them off Rune Chants. If we keep them off Rune Chants, I think might be the play. I think we keep them off Rune Chants. They have Tunic Resource, that's fine. Oh, for Sigil, yeah, you're right. Yep. We can't keep them off Rune Chants, unfortunately. So do we take the first one? I mean, if they give us Tunic Resource to force the on-hit, I think it's fine. Okay, let's... Because on our turn, like, we're just gonna... I don't think Mauvin Arsenal is gonna do that much. I think we're just gonna try and keep them off Rune Chants. They can give us Tunic Resource, that's fine. Because that could bamboozle their Envelop that they need or something. So I think we're gonna prevent all of this and just try and keep our life lead. Fun. Awesome. This guy's great. Okay. He said he was he's been watching some of the gameplay videos. Oh, yeah, you got my big dumb head. Yeah. He's been grinding the deck and he's playing really, really well. Yeah. Yeah, this is not an easy this is not an easy one. And we went first. They had some really scary turns. Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Big agree. What is this? Choose a card to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we have to prevent the last arcane, and then we'll see. I mean, they're probably going to prevent this, right? They have to. They can't go to 1. I really like Sigil. The 1. Good call. So this will hit. They'll end on a rune chant, but I mean, there wasn't really much we could do about that. I didn't want to give them my whole hand because maybe I do give them my whole hand. But banishing the Deathly just like guarantees that we'll have something in a little bit. Ugh. Maybe we gave hand. Maybe we should have given hand there. Because we're just going to pass here. We're going to give them a 4-card hand. I think, I don't know. Depending on what they have. So Mauve Bounding is good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, definitely going to continue to test the deck. So, by the way, I have a Discord up running now. It's brand new. So by all means, please join the Discord. Help me solve the deck. You'll find the link to the Discord in the description. So pop on the Discord, please. By all means, I'd love to chat some more. We're gonna do some games as well, some testing with members in the Discord. So please, by all means. Okay, so they're on 2 chance. They have a Deathly. They're gonna be able to set up another incant. Ooh. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, so 2 and 5. They have an incant set up, which is so good for them end game. 2 and 5. We can't go to 1. We can't go to 1. We have a whale in Banish that I can't forget about. So if we banish Bounding, oh no. We got to go to 1. No, we can't because we lose. Oh, I think we're done. I think we're done. This is... He really played this well. Is there a road out for us? What is the road out? What is the road out? Because we have 1 rune chant. We banish, we'll make a 2nd rune chant. We have to pitch 4 to make a 3rd. That's super gross. Yeah, no, there's no out as far as I can see. Unless we go... No. Like, Mauve Bounding is the only line I can see on this next turn without dying. Yeah, purple chat. The Vynnset chat in purple Discord is super active too, yeah. Okay. There's no... We just have to... This is breaking my brain. This is breaking my brain. It doesn't matter if we pitch versus block the physical, right? Pitch, block the physical. Maybe that. Maybe that. I think our only out is we hope that they whiff. I might be wrong on this, but I can't think of a line where we present something next turn and not die. So I think we just cover this up, stay at 3. We're going to banish our Mauve, which is going to make us a 2nd rune chant, and we'll go to 2. We'll meet them at 2. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, they're going to gain a... No, they're not going to gain any life. We're keeping them off life. I think this was the line. So we're going to meet them at 2. We're going to have 2 rune chants. We have to hope that they fall on their face is essentially where we're at. Because next turn, doesn't matter what we keep, we will be able to present the whale. Yeah, the whale rotting and banish was not the call in hindsight. As for 3 and 6, this is fine. But yeah, we can kind of dig ourselves out of this, thankfully. But yeah, I agree. This was not the play. Oh, this was from hand, 2 and 6. That's fine. Because either way, we are going to banish this lunging press and follow it up with a whale of our own. Their incant is doing some heavy lifting. They don't get any rune chance, which is great. And now we get to present a whale of our own, and hopefully we can swing the momentum a little bit in our favor. Yeah. Yeah, this it's definitely not the easiest deck, and this late game is crazy. My brain is fried. So we ended up I said one last game 40 minutes ago. This was not an easy one, but he navigated this game really, really well. Really, really fun. It's so cool to see Vynnset, you know, performing well. I think Vynnset's fairly well positioned in the meta, especially with all this Prism talk. Excuse me, is there another hero that can get out of the loop better than Vynnset? I don't think so. Like Funeral Moon alone can get you out of the loop. So they had to pitch 3. They have a reaction? No. Is this gonna hit for just to stay alive? So it's still gonna hit for 1. This is good for us. So we end on a rune chant. Okay, this definitely swings tempo in our favor. And they get no turn. I think we win. I can't believe we pulled this out. Beseech is another one that I really don't know how I feel about. Okay, so wow, that was a turn. So we're not gonna be able to guarantee the kill here. Deathly Delight. Deathly Delight. Deathly Delight. Something. No. Just Delight, right? Or we Destruction, but there's no on hit at this point. Destruction's more damage. So Destruction, pitch to grasp. 6, yeah, that's probably it. Just in terms of damage, because we just need to present numbers at this point. So 4 and 6, I think, or sorry, 3 and 6. Yeah. Pop Grim. Oh, you're right. Right. That would have been the kill, eh? Late game. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I missed Grim. Oh no. Ugh, we could have had the kill here. Yeah, because Grim just rots too. Yeah, I don't know if they're running Sigil. True. But they're overblocking. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. They're overblocking. Because they can't banish and play? They could banish. Oh, they don't. Right. Interesting. They could have banish shadow, play shadow, right? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I missed the Grim line, so maybe we'll keep in mind for next turn. It is risky. I don't know if they play Sigil. We haven't seen one yet, I don't think. Wow, this endgame is intense. Wow. Do we go to 1 is the question, because now we don't even need to pop Grim. We can just go Ruin, Envelop. So, I mean, if they have it, they have it, right? Like, there's no way we play around. We just, oh man. Do they have this? I mean, if they have the Sigil, we just pay for it, right? Yeah, because we're still gonna have one. We're gonna have 1 resource. We're gonna have a card left over, so we can go Envelop. Or maybe we should have played the Delight to guarantee like end on life. Sigil wouldn't. Oh yeah, that's right. Sigil wouldn't kill me because yeah, they have to deal with the unpreventably 4. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Okay, pay 1. Let this resolve. Big numbers, like Delight might have been better, but wow. That was a game and a half. I can't believe we actually came back from that. I feel like we were on the back foot there. They had the late game. Very well played. Big GGs. Big GGs. Shout out to Big Fudge piloting that deck like a pro. My brain was so frazzled. We misplayed a few times there. I mean, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. Definitely misplayed a couple times. There's some stuff I need to review. Appreciate everybody in chat for holding it down. We had some gifted members earlier, which is crazy. The membership stuff is brand new to the channel. The Discord's brand new to the channel, so join the Discord if you haven't already, or if you want to. I would appreciate it. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. That was a ton of fun. Super happy to see a bunch of people are stoked about Vynnset. Best of luck at your PQ this weekend if you're bringing Vynnset, or if you're bringing anything. Best of luck. I really hope it goes well for you. Vynnset did feel good, as mentioned. Top 4 at my PQ. I think the deck has legs. Still trying to figure it out. I think there's still some solving to be done for sure. So our job is not over. So again, join the Discord. We are going to have some chats. We're going to do some testing in there. Really try and figure this deck out. So again, shout out to everybody who joined us today. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a ton of fun. So we'll see you next time. Okay. Cheers, everybody. End stream. There it is. All right.